We met at Calvary Temple in South Bend, which is now Southgate Church, and we were both in the singles group, and I was afraid to talk to her. She was pretty, and I was insecure, and so I guess we were pretty insecure. She was just not your average run-of-the-mill girl next door. She'd been a stringer reporter for the South Bend Tribune. She'd been a TV reporter with WSBT. Then she ended up being the director of the Humane Society for St. Joe County. And then by the time I met her, she was already down at Ancilla College as their first non-Catholic sister.
When I think about Jackie, it was very clear that her own Christian value system and faith informed her life. She certainly lived out this teaching of Jesus of Nazareth, which is to love God and love your neighbor as yourself.
She was always very gracious. She never once got a big head saying, "Oh, I'm the congresswoman. I'm important. You're not important."
She didn't want to be known as Congresswoman Walorski or any of that. She would always put that aside as quickly as somebody introduced it and say, "Oh, just call me Jackie."
She really had a heart for veterans, people who had fought for our country. She was going to fight for them. Her dad was an airman, and my dad was a Marine, and so she had a special soft spot for veterans. I've seen her make phone calls to the director of the VA on holiday weekends and tell him that he's going to do something for a certain patient that's falling through the cracks, or she'll call a press conference and have his job, and the guy knew she meant it. I'm so happy they renamed the Veterans Administration building after her.
Her legacy was the vicarious way that she lived her life and served both this community and the country and the world, really. She loved Elkhart County, and she loved the people of Elkhart County.
Her heart was here in Indiana. She was always known as the Happy Hoosier. She was always known as wanting to be home, wanting to be the first person on the plane out of DC and the last person in.
Here in Elkhart County, this was her community, and these were her people that she served as a congresswoman. That's the way she saw it. She really was a public servant that cared for others and used her power and influence to take care of people.